Hi guys. So I have wanted to film this for a little while now. But I just kind of want to tell my miscarriage story and what I've learned from it. And yeah, so it's not an easy or fun video to film. But it's been almost 8 weeks now since I actually had my miscarriage, and I just kind of want to tell this so that I remember, I don't know, what I felt after. Um, so on April 10th, I started kind of cramping, and my husband was about 4 hours away on his way home from work. And so for a little while, I was like, okay, I'm okay. My doctor had kind of told me, like, I don't think it's, or she probably didn't tell me this. I probably took it this way. I thought it wasn't going to be super painful. I don't know why, but I didn't. And so I started cramping. I was like, okay, like I'm fine until he gets home, surely. And then probably no more than 30 minutes, definitely no more than an hour later, I called my mom and was like, can you please come over? So my mom got here, JJ's mom got here. And I don't know. I don't honestly want to talk about the details of the actual miscarriage, but at least not yet. So I ended up miscarrying probably 2 or 3 hours later, because about an hour after is when my husband finally got home. So, yeah, so that was almost 8 weeks ago. And it's weird where I'm that person that, like, I want to understand why we do things and why we behave certain ways. And, like, I always try to take a lesson out of something, which sounds so cheesy, but I really do want to take a lesson out of whatever I've gone through. So I've really been trying to, like, work on me and, like, just kind of, like, where my life is and where I want it to go, and just take something positive out of something so ugly and dark and hard. So as far as IVF goes, I have the financial, like, agreement or whatever from my clinic to start the next round, but I don't have plans to start the next round. I could start as early as July, but I don't plan on starting in July. Honestly, I'm thinking it'll be closer to the end of the year when I start, if not 2021. I just don't feel ready, and I don't know why I don't think I thought I would be ready to just jump back in, but I don't think I thought I would be this hesitant. But I have been very hesitant. And I guess because once you've done something, okay, this is like sort of the way I am is like, I go full force no matter what I do. So last January in 2019, we went skiing, and like the first day I was like, going so hard. Like I was just going so hard, and I was like falling every time, but I was having so much fun. Well, the second day I literally could barely do it because I was so scared, because I knew what was coming. So it's kind of like how IVF is like, I know what's coming now. Last time I was so excited, but now I'm like, oh my gosh, my body has to do that again. I mentally have to do this again. And like, it's not a fun process. Like, no matter how you do it, no matter how your body responds, it's not fun. Like, giving yourself a shot, yes, like, it's exciting to what it can lead up to, but then, like, also now what it can lead up to is, like, it's terrifying. So I'm just not ready. My husband's not pushing me. I think he's more ready, but, like, definitely not pushing me to start or anything like that. So I guess I've learned that, like, it's just not, it doesn't have to be back to back to back. And I feel like on a lot of the IVF pages that I'm on Facebook, people seem to go, like, they seem to start their second round as soon as the first is over and didn't work or whatever. And, like, that is so okay. And I'm so glad that those people are able to do that. But I needed a second. I'm also in college, and it really affected my last semester having the miscarriage. And, like, so much that I'm having to take 2 classes over, and that's not really me. So I guess I've learned that, like, I have to take the time that I need. I've also learned how strong my marriage is. Whenever you go through something like that, it's like you're Like, my husband's my person, and the way that he's been here for me is, like, unreal. And he's just taken everything in stride and been there every time I needed to call and cry if he was out of town or if he was home, just, like, let me cry. And he hasn't always been that person. He's never understood why I cried, but I guess this was just so clear. And as soon as we found out that we were going to miscarry, like, he was crying, and he's not a crier. He was crying, and he just said, like, I know that this is so hard, and I never thought I would want to do it again, but we have to chase that feeling that we had whenever they said that our test was positive. And, like, it's so hard. Anyway, sorry. So I've learned how strong my marriage is and how strong my husband is. Not even me. Like, he has been so strong, and, like, he wanted this as much or more than I did. I feel like he's always wanted kids. He's been made to be a dad. And, like, I don't feel like that about myself. I'm not a kid person. Of course, I want my own kids, and I love my people's kids, like my friends' kids. I love my siblings that are younger, my nieces and nephews. But, like, I'm not someone that just loves kids. But he is. And kids love him. And it's so annoying because all kids love him. So I hate it even more for him, honestly. And I hate it for, like, my daughter. I guess I should say this. We didn't know the gender of our baby, but we did give her a girl's name. We gave her the name Jensen Taylor, and that's a name I've had for a really long time. And I don't know, we just had already been calling her Jensen, and we have no idea what the gender was, but giving her a name gave us some closure. And, so I hate that she never got to meet me, but her dad. And miscarriage is so hard. It's so freaking hard. And I don't wish it on anyone. So, moving forward with IVF, we didn't PGS test last time, which is like the genetic testing. Then they can do on an embryo. It's not foolproof. It's not 100%, but if it can keep me from miscarrying again, like, I would do it 100 times over. It's expensive, which is another reason that I have to wait to start IVF again, but it's worth it if I don't have to do that again. And if I don't have to put my family and Jeffrey is JJ, if I don't have to put everyone through that again, then I don't want to do it again. But, yeah, so that's where I'm at. I honestly, next semester is my last semester of college, so I think that I will basically finish, without starting IVF. I don't know that I won't do it in, like, I don't know, October or November without doing the next round of IVF and egg retrieval. But, yeah, I really am okay. This is the first time I've cried in a couple weeks. Mother's Day was the last time, I guess, because that was hard. And I'm sure if y'all have ever been through something like that, you know, like, Mother's Day it's hard every year when you're trying to conceive, but this year it hit different. And I hate that because I know that, like, even when I do get to really celebrate, there will still be someone out there that doesn't get to celebrate or that has miscarried and is going through that again. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where my IVF journey, trying to conceive journey, miscarriage journey has brought me. Yeah, I am so thankful if you watch this video. Bye, guys.